Today is the absolute last lesson of topic 11. So we've been doing a lot, working with a lot of numbers. Can any of you tell me one thing that you have learned so far, or what we've been doing in math? Mackenzie?
Hold on. I really don't remember because we're not in school.
I know. All right, that's okay. Let's phone a friend. Pick someone.
Alana.
All right, Alana. They always pick each other, even in school.
What was the question again?
What have we learned in math?
What
are we talking about?
What you been talking about? You did your math early today.
Mm-hmm.
Tens.
Count by tens.
Counting by tens all the way to 100. Counting by tens, counting by ones, number patterns. So some of you already did your math, but we're just going to go over the reteaching worksheets for the day. All right, here we go. Reteaching. So this is what you already did, some of you. So first, does anyone have any questions or problems with all of this counting to 100 by tens and the ones place and the tens place? You've all been doing really, really well. So let's go to number 1. This is our reteaching. So this is just if you need some help. Number 1, all it was asking you is to count the top 2 rows. So count all the way from 1 to 20, and then circle the numbers that are the same. And the answer is like right there in front of you. It's the same thing, but you have to count as you circle. Then you see over here, number 1 and 11, they both have the number 1 in them, so they circled the 1. That's it. That was like one of the first lessons. Then the bottom one, number 2, was to count by 10. So these are all groups of 10. Does anyone want to count by 10, these groups? Giovanni?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,
Okay, right here.
80.
80. Which number is 80?
This one.
What 2 numbers?
A middle one.
The middle one. Yep, that would be 80. So that's one answer that you got from me and Giovanni. It would be 80. These are groups of 10. You don't need to count every single cube. 1, 2. You know automatically that's a group of 10, so you can count by tens. Down at number 3, we know the yellow number is where they want us to start. What number is this, the yellow number? Jayla? What number is it?
64.
This yellow number right here.
69.
69. They want us to start at 69 and count all the way to the red number. Can you count for me, Jayla?
7, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80.
Thank you. And Jayla knew that she had to stop on the red. So as you're doing this, make sure that you are counting and saying those numbers, not just coloring. For these, you know, you had to find the missing numbers. like I did for our mystery question this week, is a bunch of missing numbers. Now, what are some things that you can do to figure out the missing numbers? What can you look at? Where did Mackenzie go? What can you do to figure out the missing numbers? Go ahead, Jayla.
Say it out loud.
You can say it out loud. You can count to figure out what the missing number is. Alana has some other thoughts. What are you thinking, Alana?
What's all?
Count about 1, count about 30.
Yeah, count by ones all the way to 30. And then you have to think, the next number is what number, Alana?
31.
31. There you go.
32, 33.
Perfect. And for 4, you'll do the same thing. Now, this one's trickier, but I'm not going to tell you the answer. So this one you have to count and see, what numbers are missing in these 3 boxes? Now, I know that they're not numbers that go in order. It's not counting by ones. I see Alana raising her hand, and I know that you know it, but we're not giving the answer to this one. I need to make sure everyone is able to do it. But I'll give you a hint. You're counting by tens. So now hopefully everyone knows our number patterns, how to count to 100 by ones and by tens. Does anyone have any questions about working with the hundreds chart and finding the number patterns? Some of you submitted work, but if you have questions or you need help, I will stay on with you. Alana?
Mom, I have a question.
Yes.
For the first one, she did it right the first time, and then I was like, oh no, it says it's the bottom one, so I thought it was the bottom one row.
It's
that they
okay.
had to circle.
As long as she
It
is
was a little
counting,
confusing.
it's okay. As long as they're counting, I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, I had to have her count every time from the beginning all the way to the end. She gets confused.
No, I don't.
Aw, that's okay. That's perfectly fine.
It's just like with her letters, like you said, she does forget her letter sounds.
Yeah.
And she confuses the A with the E and the
Oh,
E
yeah,
with
that's normal for kinder. That's why
I'm
for E, I always go like this, and I put my pinky right here, So
okay.
they know when I put my pinky here is E, not A.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like motions for everything.
Yeah, it's a little confusing with like she gets confused. I'm like, Alana, no, listen to the sound. Listen to the sound that you're making.
Yeah, it's
And
E,
it's
E,
a
E. They confuse E, A, and I. That's why for I go like this, I.
Yeah, it's like for the word eat. How am I supposed to sound the middle letter if it doesn't even sound like it has that little word letter in it?
That's why E is a sight word. So those are words that they need to know, just memorize.
Yeah.
But E-T, if she would write E-T for eat, that's perfect.
Yeah, she does. She does that. She does it because it's hard for her to even figure out what's the middle letter in it.
I know.
She's getting it somehow. It's a struggle, but she gets it.
I know, she's doing really well. Her writing looks great.
Thank you.
Yes, Jayla?
My mommy has a question.
Yes.
Hey, Miss Merle, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So my question is just for Jayla. Her counting by tens. I'm trying to explain to her, but do you have like any like recommendations like how she can really comprehend how to count by tens?
Yeah, so what we do is you can use the hundreds chart where she can actually count 10 and like circle every 10th number, or you can just play songs on YouTube because that's what I always did, and then we would work with the hundreds chart.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, I know the number pattern is so confusing for them, and this is like the last lesson of kinder. But just kind of working with the ones in the tens place, knowing that the ones will stay the same if you jump 10 more, 10 less, and the tens will change.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Question.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey.
So, do the parents know that I have these books?
Yes. So
Everybody knows? Because I have a ton of books. Only 2 parents came in.
okay, John Carlos's mom has all of our math workbooks, and you will be able to pick up from her. It makes it easier. So instead of opening the attachment that I post, it's already in the book. So if you did not pick, I know Alana picked it up. If you did not pick it up and you're interested in picking a book up, she has it and you can contact her. I have sent everyone her phone number. Mackenzie,
I didn't.
does your mom want to pick up a book?
Mom.
Any other questions? All right. You can go ahead and say bye to each other.
Bye. No. Bye.
Bye,
Miss Noella.
Bye, Miss Neal.
Bye, Miss Gill.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.